questions.
You got no damn questions.
Shit. We ain't got
good
shit.
To go?
This is interesting.
All right, man. Well, let's get it going.
All right.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Man Listen. I'm your host, Reggie Classic. And we got a different room in here today. Kind of, sort of, but not really. You see, Keith is here.
What's happening?
Management is here. Tiff is in the building.
Hello.
And Mike Punk Ass is on his birthday vacay.
Fuck Mike.
Happy birthday.
Shout out to Mike, man. Happy birthday to you.
I hope you get out there kicking it with his sidekick homie. Or his side show colleague, Welvin.
Oh, shit, yeah. According to Mike, nigga out there acting up, man. Mike is in Vegas, man, doing it big for his 35th. Happy birthday to you. Nigga, hope you out there sweltering.
Oh, no,
talking
hey,
shit.
Believe me, we was on Fremont Street sweltering. Believe that.
That's what the fuck he gets.
Them 17 pounds gonna come in handy.
Man, look here.
For real.
Look here.
That
shit is hot.
It was hot.
Not HOT, but
Keith just actually came back, so it was hot.
Man, look here.
Was it? I can't go out until 6 o'clock when the sun go down.
If you go out anytime between when the sun is up, it's already 90 when the sun comes up. Even before the sun probably comes up, it's 90. Then when it really hit high noon, it's like 104, 103.
See?
It's that dry shit. You be like, fuck this world.
Know what that is? When you be in there, you be gambling. Like, oh, let's go to such and such. You gotta leave outside. You gotta go outside to get to that spot.
Hey, man.
So then you just sit back down and
sit
get
back
you some
where you
drink.
at. Like,
Honestly,
let's just get something to eat in here.
I don't understand
AC is at.
how niggas smoke in this heat. How?
No, facts.
I don't know how you
Facts.
like. It seems like smoking drawing that cigarette, drawing on that weed makes it worse than what the fuck it is.
That's probably why they can actually survive out there in that heat. They motherfucking throat and nostrils already dead.
Already fucked up.
Yeah, but I don't even see how these motherfuckers drinking that heat. Like, I'm talking constantly drink. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I told that nigga Mike that. I told, because Ty hit him and told him happy birthday, you somewhere having a drink. I said, nigga, it's 12 o'clock. I said, that nigga drinking right now, he need a fucking intervention.
Man.
Nigga Ty said, well, you know, it's nighttime somewhere. I said, nigga, it's 105.
Look here.
105 degrees, nigga. The last thing he wants is a motherfucker some liquor. That nigga wants ice cold water.
So when I seen Mike, it was about 9 o'clock, or like probably about 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And it
At
was
night?
at night.
Okay.
It was still hot as fuck.
Yeah, man.
And we was drinking, and I'm like, Mike, get a napkin right there, because it's hot. I had a towel, and I'm still sweating like a...
Oh, y'all was out there looking like some sweaty butterballs?
Man, look here. It doesn't matter. Like, it's hot. Like, and then at night, you got everybody walking on Fremont Street, and it makes it even worse.
Well,
Yeah. So there's no, like, you can't get around it. Like, there's no way around it.
it's the desert, man.
Oh, of course. Of course. It's the desert. But other than that, I had a good time.
Good,
I
man.
hope he out there having a good one too. When he come home?
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night, yeah.
Who the fuck goes to Vegas in the middle of the week?
That's
But
nigga
it-
off days,
But
man. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
as long as you ain't got to, take off work, it's easy.
Makes it easier to do.
It makes it easier to do.
I would never want to do Vegas with no friends though. Like, with really nothing to do.
You had a plan. It's just like when we go, we got this plan, and shit fall apart, we still go.
Very true.
Very true.
I'm not going to, just because somebody else did, I ain't going to shit. I'd rather have a ball by myself. Fuck it. I'll find something to
I
do.
think out there living it up. He doing all right.
Okay.
How y'all doing, though? Well, Keisha got back from Vegas. You know how Keisha's doing. How you doing, man?
I'm
How
good.
you doing?
I mean, grinding, working.
You recovered?
What's wrong
Oh
with you?
my God.
What happened to you?
Don't be talking about what happened to me. Like,
I mean, anytime somebody say you recovered, means something
I'm
happened.
living a fake ass hot girl summer.
Oh, Lord.
It's fake, though.
I told somebody that. They was like, what the fuck is a fake hot girl
Okay, I was
summer?
going to ask the same question.
That just mean ain't no fucking involved. I'm
Okay,
outside
besides
having
that.
a good. That's what
Okay.
I mean. I'm outside. I'm at the events. I'm in the mix, but I'm not. Ain't no fucking going on.
Wait,
so it's a fake hot girl
the
summer.
official hot girl summer, somebody getting fucked?
The official hot girl summer comes with a lot of dick.
Oh.
Tell me something.
Okay.
I don't know.
Y'all didn't know that?
Okay.
I wasn't completely sure. I kind of figured it was kind of like, you know what I'm saying, thought girl summer type shit. I wasn't 100% sure.
Like a YOLO type season.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
that's
It's
why
like
I
a
kinda
living your
did.
best life out there. You know, grinding, meeting people, shaking hands, being cool.
I guess.
You know the craziest part about that though?
What?
Your fucking your hot girl summer mascots is all on some other shit.
They all booed up.
Meg booed up, right?
Young Miami
Miami knocked up.
And y'all listen to them.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it the right way. Because, I mean...
Listen, but according to me, you damn sure doing it the right way.
Better.
Straight up.
I
But
don't play that shit.
I was, oh my God, I was ripping and running for Friday. I think me and Reg went to San Francisco, North Beach, had some pasta and some drinks. Ended up going to sleep pretty late. Had to get up at 8 o'clock in the morning for my boot camp. Didn't get back to the house until an hour before it was time for me to go to the Femme Summer concert with Monica Brandy and A. Marie and all of them, right?
What was that at?
Concord.
Okay.
Hot ass Concord.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Got home from that at 1 something. Ended up having to get up again at 8 o'clock because me and my homegirl went up to the Black Winery in Napa, Brown's Estate.
How was it?
It was nice. I thought we were going to be going to the one in St. Helena, but we ended up going to the one in downtown Napa. Kind of find out they might be closing the one in St. Helena they wouldn't tell us why, but they ain't let nobody come down there. So that's supposed to be like the staple place where everybody was talking about how it was nice and what was in the magazines and shit. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But we ended up going down to the tasting room that was in downtown Napa. It was lit, so it was good. And then coming from there, I got home an hour before my other partner came to pick me up. Well, came to meet up with me so that we can go to Barbecue and Wild Black 2. That shit
Niggas.
was lit.
Had the lake looking black as fuck.
The white folks was mad as fuck.
For what? What are you mad for?
Because they couldn't get to their homes. It was too
I know
much
niggas was parking every which way.
Everywhere you could park, everywhere you could stand, motherfuckers was standing. The sidewalk and the grass was so packed that people were walking in the bike lane.
I wouldn't doubt it. And I know them white folks was.
They was, oh my God, they
Big
were
man.
hot.
Big
Hot.
man.
And the cold part is, it didn't even just, because you know, the meetup, Ground Zero, I guess we can call it,
As right there.
was at the Cascade, Cleveland Cascade, right? But the shit panned all the way to the amphitheater over there by old Henry J. Kaiser, and back around to the other side, damn near to that other part of the amphitheater over here, like right across from Harrison. I mean, it was people everywhere. I was like, come on, nothing but no. You know, it was some other ones that was down for the cause.
I'm just saying, us black folks. I'm just calling this nigga.
You know what I like though? This time around, on some real shit, they had people out there cleaning up as people were partying. And people were trying to bag up their stuff, but I now understand what they mean by it's hard to bag up your stuff and put it in that one ass garbage can.
Because the garbage can is only this big,
right? So you gotta have somebody out there already,
right,
you know, getting to it and having a truck or something somewhere tough.
I'm pretty sure the city had people going.
I don't know, because it was people.
Well, I'm saying the next day.
It's probably the next day.
The next day.
By the next afternoon.
And you know they was complaining. Saying, oh, well, they left it trashy. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Motherfuckers was cleaning up.
But I would recommend, though, on some real shit, we had talked about this already. I would recommend that folks that go out there, do the cleanup. If it's not going to fit into that garbage can that's there, already have some garbage bags with you. Throw that shit in the bag and sit it right next. So it's easier for whoever coming behind you to clean it up.
Well, the problem is with that is the homeless people, because they got somebody on camera. The homeless people were going through and tearing up the bags and leaving them open because they looking for, you know, everybody from homeless to the Asians, the little Asians with the sticks,
bottles, and all that.
So
shit.
I mean, I get that, but you can't control it all,
right? And we shouldn't be blamed if we trying to do.
No, you shouldn't. That's what I'm saying. The city should be able to see that. It's one thing for me to see when I roll by here, all this trash is thrown everywhere. It's another thing for me to roll by here and see this bag has been ripped open.
That's
and somebody went through.
Shout out to Limo too, because he had the whole waste management truck out there. He was like trying to do his best. He had the whole fit on it. Usually he like a dragon. He's a dragon, so he usually fitted. You know what I mean? Out there on his motorcycle. Nah, he was out there with his truck, with the clothes on, with the uniform, getting it done. So shout out to him for trying to keep
traffic was
no
nigga,
understatement.
was fucked off.
Lakeshore was done.
Understatement.
Lakeshore. Hey, I know anybody that stayed around there.
That's what was mad.
Oh Lord Jesus! And if I usually find a park on the street, shit,
they could barely get in and out of their driveways. They had cops out there though, like directing traffic because it was bad. Yeah. Plus some. I saw some DuckTales, so it was some more people over there too.
I didn't go. I didn't have to. Between watching everybody's live on Facebook and IG, I was there. That motherfucker was old school festival with the lake type shit.
Yeah. It was actually better than Lake Fest. It was more people. It was more vendors.
Lake Fest was dope, too.
Lake Fest was dope because I feel like if they would have merged the two, because Lake Fest had a lot of activities for you to do.
But I kind of like the fact they didn't merge it. It gives you another reason to go out there.
Yeah.
And this
have more things.
Lake Fest is something else versus why we're barbecuing.
That's very true. That's very
This
true.
is for some stupidity.
And Lake Fest had a lot of
exactly.
A lot of Oakland people in general. It was a lot of people there, like a lot of different races there versus diversity. It was a lot of, that's what I was looking for, diversity. A lot of diversity there versus barbecuing while black was black as fuck, and I loved it.
Well, you know, it's almost like when Black Panther came out, everybody showed up in their best African garb.
So I had
this
a
time
good
everybody
weekend.
showed up with a fucking barbecue
I almost
pit.
died at work on Monday, but Tuesday I was back.
Fuck you almost died. Please tell me.
Because I was tired. Shit.
That nigga was fucking. So let me tell you something. Let me tell you the back end of this.
Okay, please do.
So she had this super kind of hot girl summer weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Came home, Keys. She come home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mom, she said, I'm tired. I said, okay. She sit down, we watching TV or whatever. I was like, well, I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? Went to the bathroom, hop in the shower, whatever. By the time I get out the shower, this nigga's under the mattress.
Damn.
I mean, under that shit.
Well, damn.
You put it a little weird. I came home, I showered. We had already grabbed Zachary's. I'm sitting on the bed, and I only was, I was tired. Keith, we went to Zachary's and I ate a slice of pizza. Just a slice, right?
Okay.
He's like, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to shower. Man, he said, he was like, I heard you through the door.
All you heard is them hogs calling. Heard them hogs calling.
That lumber in that motherfucker. Damn.
Like, okay, it ain't just me. Okay.
She was done, man. She was done.
I mean, you just had an eventful weekend.
Yeah.
I was. It's been like that since my birthday.
Mad about it?
I'm mad that I'm not 28, and I don't have the same go as 28 because I really got to see that I'm grown now.
No, say it. No, don't say it right.
I'm 37.5.
No, say it right. You got to see that you old as fuck now. Come on, you ain't grown. You old as fuck now.
I refuse to say what y'all be saying. Like,
why?
I'm not.
Why? I didn't. I know. Whoa! I never said you washed.
You said you old.
I just said you old as fuck.
I'm not old as fuck. I feel like old as fuck is like 45. Like your auntie shouldn't be out there.
What?
I got some time to go. I'm just saying. 45, 50 is kind of old.
All I'm saying is, if you come home and
I
you
feel
don't care
like
about
you're
nothing
only
else.
as old as you can, only as old as you look, and only as old as you can handle. So this is why I'm like,
you know the kind of old you are.
Tell me,
you're the kind of old that needs to
adolescent.
Adolescent?
Yes.
Jesus. You're the kind of old that needs to plan properly. Mm-hmm. You're not the young to where you could just bounce up, get 5 hours of sleep, and do it moving again for another 24.
I'm not 5 hour Tiff no more at all.
Plan properly. Where you fucked up is that you had shit stacked on top of each other with no sleep in between.
Yeah, you didn't plan no sleep.
Shit.
So that's what I'm saying. That's the age we're at. Yeah. If you ain't get no sleep doing none of these activities,
and you need
how many
hours you need, Keith?
For what?
Sleep in between lit shit. How many hours you need?
If I'm pulling lit shit,
yeah. I just gave you the weekend rundown. How many hours do you need at your age?
After that, nigga, I need a whole fucking day.
No. In between, how many hours would you need?
Man, give me 1 or 2.
1 or 2 hours?
In between of something.
He talking about me. No, that's not enough. Shit. I think I need 7 good hours.
Between the days.
Oh, the days?
You got shit both days.
If I'm out the whole day, like I got shit on. Give me about 6. I'll be fine. 5 or 6. I'll be fine.
Y'all got me fucked up.
You need 8.
I need the whole 8. I need the whole 8.
Give me about 5 or 6.
Leave me the fuck alone. I need unless that second portion has me sitting down somewhere.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
I can do a 6.
But if I'm out walking doing one day and I'm trying to do it again, oh no.
Yeah, if I'm up and moving Saturday and I gotta be up and moving again Sunday, I need the whole 8.
Yep.
Or leave me alone.
Facts.
I think
I'll call in like a motherfucking job. I swear to God.
I never got 8 full hours in the whole time. I never got 8 full hours.
You never got 8 full hours.
When I'm counting the whole weekend,
Yeah.
I never got 8.
Okay.
No, I think last night probably was nope.
Man, look
Still
here.
only got like 6.
Look here.
6
No,
or 7.
Sunday night you got 8 for sure.
I got 8. No, because I
passed the fuck
I
out.
passed out.
You got 8 for sure.
First of all,
I was still tired in the morning
Look,
for the day.
fam, last week. I ran like 4-5 games of basketball. So I came home and chill. I don't think I did shit. No. We went out, went to the mall, and was tired as fuck. I came back, said on my couch, passed the fuck out.
That's what I'm saying.
So if I'm doing some activity on one day, the next day.
So you still saying you only need 6 hours?
Give me about 6 hours, but that next day, don't expect me to be, you know what I mean?
So then you need, okay.
No, it's not about sleep no more. It's about physical activity. It's not about sleep.
It's about physical recovery.
Yeah,
you said
physical.
8.
I need 8.
Okay.
Physical.
I don't even need 8 to go to work, but I need 8 between that shit you had going.
Yeah.
I think I was getting at the most 5.
Yeah, I think that's about all you was getting, especially after the concert.
Yeah.
All right, man. So we can recap the weekend for sure.
Sorry. You know, it was long.
What else? See, y'all want to just dive into this?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, man. All right, let's start here, man. We gonna start with how to properly hire representation. All right. So, if let's say, Tiff, we're gonna use you as an example, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you're getting ready to go on trial for
Damn.
let's just say for assault and battery, right? Assault and battery.
Yeah,
you go on trial for assault
You
and battery.
need to relax.
I wouldn't even gonna bring it up.
You always want to fight him.
No, I don't.
So
go ahead.
assault and battery, right?
Uh-huh.
You're famous though. You are famous.
Okay.
But you had to put some pause on motherfuckers who got out of line a little bit, right?
Yikes. Okay.
Your management, you know what I'm saying, is kind of plead the case for you, how it was unjust, how you were self-defense, and all this kind of shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then at the same time, doing an interview, talking to your management / lawyer / motherfucking person, they say, well, you really shouldn't be putting your hands on nobody at all.
After I didn't put my hands on somebody.
Right.
But they're defending you.
No, fam.
It don't work that way, right?
No.
What you think? Did that defense ever work?
Not to my knowledge.
Exactly.
You shouldn't be putting your come on.
So, this is where R. Kelly finds himself at right
In
now.
a conundrum.
Jeez.
So, R. Kelly's crisis manager went on Gayle King, and Gayle asked him, would he leave his daughter around R. Kelly? That nigga said, absolutely not. He said, I wouldn't leave my daughter around anyone suspected of being a pedophile. She said, well, how are you defending him? He said, and then she asked it again. He said, absolutely not. He said, that's just me. I wouldn't do it. Next day, he removed himself from R. Kelly's counsel. So
I bet he did.
So
Made
now,
him think about it, I guess.
Now,
You shouldn't even pick up. If you felt like that from the beginning, because you ain't just pick it up all of a sudden you felt like this. No, you already knew it. You already felt like this. The moment only reason you did that is because of the fame that's coming with this
the
trial.
check you had coming.
Exactly.
You had that bread coming.
Exactly. Then all of a sudden it got real once you got on this TV. Like, nah, I can't leave my morals. Let me go.
Yeah, I was about to say the fact that
your morals is right there, and you can't. Nah.
But my thing is, right? How you a crisis manager? You fuck around and cause another crisis.
Yeah.
That's the fuck.
You are not good at your job, fam.
That was horrible. Like
you're supposed to be able to coach a motherfucker on what to say during interviews. You just left it at the real. Like no.
He was like, "Listen,
ain't happening."
So my daughter know it's real. Yeah. No,
not on my watch.
That's the nigga trying to sign language. Don't know what the fuck he's saying.
Hey,
you know who that reminds me of? Am I thinking about the right person?
What?
When they start making death threats, do you think it was just the death threats that made dude get off of the Nipsey case? Because I feel like his morals came into play too. Or do y'all think he just got scared?
I think it was the lawyer. Yeah. I don't think it was the death threats. Well, according to him, he ain't scared. According to him,
I think it's possible.
You think it was the morals, and then the other person.
Because it wasn't death threats against him.
No, it was
death threats against his family.
And the other person I'm thinking about is Trump's speaker, the lady who, when they start talking about the locking up the kids in the cages, and she broke out in tears and stuff.
And then all of a sudden,
and now she's
stepping down. Yeah. Well, she's going to own bigger because she come on, fam. Anybody?
I think some of that had to do with moral.
I don't think none of that shit.
That ain't moral.
She was in that shit way too long for it. It was way too much shit she was co-signing and defending for that motherfucker for it to be moral.
I think she knows something's coming down.
The pipeline.
She could see that shit coming from a mouth,
I just wonder, was it morals because she kind of teared up as she was.
Man, that
she was leaving a post for so long.
Yeah, man, that fake ass tears.
Okay, don't fight me, Keith.
I ain't gonna fight you. I just man, fuck her.
Because at the end of the day, on some real shit, you ain't gotta be up there defending that motherfucker so willy nilly either.
No. You just gotta say what you
just gotta say. What you gotta say. Answer some questions because you are literally answering questions for him.
Mm-hmm. You're the speaker. You ain't got to
say whatever the fuck you want to up there. You might get fired. But if I'm going out on my morals, that's how I'm going out.
Okay.
I ain't going to say a bunch of bullshit, then just, then what, I quit.
No, he didn't mean it that way. No, he's not. Bitch, you know this nigga's a racist. Get the fuck out of here.
That's real.
Come on, get the fuck out.
You doing too much defending.
Anybody that he appointed in any position
knew he was racist.
Ben Carson, monkey ass. Sarah, what's her name? Conway, wench ass. He called her a wench. Yeah, Sarah Huckabee. And that's what I'm saying. Anybody in this regime, knowing this nigga's a fucking dumbass and a racist, but they still want to defend him.
They want them chances.
What Conway say? No, he's not a racist. What country you come from? Like, bitch, I slap the boy. If you didn't have, I know you got people with you. Because if you did not slap the fucking taste out your mouth, you actually would cut.
Not the taste.
Because she's stupid as fuck. And she's
anybody who works with
to
Trump
education
is
but
moving forward. I just was wondering, was it the morals?
No, fuck that. So, basically, we're going to wrap up R real quick. Basically, R is in some real trouble.
No. He
fucked.
He been fucked once the feds got him.
R fucked because now his people rolling over on it.
Look, what you need evidence? Here you go. Here goes some tapes.
Get off my back. Y'all take this nigga. Here's 20 tapes for you.
I don't understand how they even holding these tapes for so long and all of a sudden the feds get him.
Yeah, that's wild.
Come on, fam.
Furthermore,
you know why?
People don't sign non-disclosure agreements.
That shit don't count if I'm about to go to prison.
Yeah.
I thought it did. I thought it meant shut up completely.
It means shut up or you can sue me.
Yeah. Not
if
the feds come knocking at the door. The feds come, this shit is real.
Ain't no non-disclosure, B.
No.
I'm about to disclose.
This only between me and you. Once the feds get involved,
nah. Once it comes to criminality,
yeah, all that NDA goes out the window.
Shit.
You signing that NDA? What's going on in this house and these parties I throw? That's what you use the NDA for.
Okay.
Not when the feds kick in the door.
When I get rich, I'm gonna put an NDA on everybody's head.
Let me tell you something. If motherfucker tell me to sign an NDA and the feds kick in, that whole shit gonna change what it means. Yeah. That shit going from non-disclosure agreement to that nigga did all of it. I'm not
Facts.
Y'all out of here.
Facts.
I'm not going to jail for this nigga, especially fucking with kids, man.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
You see the nigga worth all that money?
That nigga can't find no money right now.
Well, what I'm saying is that nigga is trying to get out any way he can.
Yeah. Because now they're going after the motherfuckers where they said help them cover it up. Them the niggas that's rolling. That's where the tapes came from.
Okay.
Nigga, I ain't gonna go to jail for you. Know what they do to niggas in prison?
That fuck with kids?
Yeah.
He's scared right now. They already said he's scared
him?
right. Yeah, he don't want to go to Gen Pop. They gonna fuck him up.
Well, you know.
You can't win a talent show, nigga, with something up your ass. He in trouble. And then he gonna have to do something. They gonna put him in solitary though.
Yeah, they gonna put it.
But that's
When
the
nigga
worst.
say I'm willing to go to solitary, nigga in trouble.
What Corey say you need to go to? Was it solitary?
That's where Corey went. Yeah.
That's what Corey went.
I can't sit and look at no walls for 21 hours a day.
23.
23 even. That's too. They don't even give you 3 hours out. You in there?
You in there for 23. You
23
out
out for an hour. You're out for an hour.
That's why motherfuckers go nuts.
For real.
But yeah. All right, man.
I guess he can believe he can fly now, huh?
Yeah, wish he could fly
I
about
bet you
that
he wish
motherfucker.
he had a Red Bull on their ass.
For real. All right, let's see here. Where do we want to go from there? We had y'all Star Trek fans?
I watch it.
I used to watch it when
You
I
watch
was
the
younger.
movies?
I did.
I'm talking the movies.
I watched the movies for sure.
You guys like the reboots?
I did. I
last?
loved them.
Okay, so I want y'all to close your eyes, right?
Okay. Eyes closed.
Star Trek. I don't remember how exactly the theme song go. I would
Next
sing it.
Generation.
Well, we talking the movies.
That's the movies.
We talking about the movies.
never
Star
mind.
Trek
That's,
movies.
that's,
bring me
that's
back.
TV show.
You want some other
My
Trek?
bad.
That's TV
My
show.
bad.
That's the WB and all that. No,
Because I was about to go.
No.
Open your eyes and come back.
You come back. Come back.
Come on back.
Come back.
All right,
Okay.
now. So now, got your eyes closed, right? You got Captain Kirk and Spock on the little comm thing, right? They flying, and they having a conversation, and the Klingon pop up
Okay.
on the screen, threatening to blow up the Enterprise. And Spock's retort is, "Fuck that nigga."
Wait, what? What?
I mean,
Catch you
Fuck
off
that
guard,
nigga.
right? Yeah. So apparently, Quentin Tarantino is going to direct the next Star
Get the
Trek.
fuck out of here.
So you know it's going to be some niggas coming from
bunch
outer
of
space.
niggas.
It's going to be Star Trek, niggas in space.
No.
It's going to be something like that.
No.
Hey, so,
Django in space. It's going to be some wild shit.
I mean,
Somebody about to play.
but if you know any of his movies, it'd be a bunch of niggas flying in that movie. From white men to everybody.
Oh, God.
Look at Django. How many times they say nigga?
Shit, 1,000.
Django was pretty good, though.
It was good.
But
what I'm saying is,
I don't feel like somebody who directed Django should direct Star Trek, though. Those are two different movies.
it's very
and that's way out of Quentin.
So is
come
this
out
Star
there.
Trek the next slave ship?
man.
I mean, I didn't know
The
those
future
niggas in.
slave ship.
I didn't know those niggas in space.
Is it going to be the end?
Scotty beam me up, nigga.
Is it going to be an A or a hard
Hey, nigga,
R?
send me a warp
On
speed.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
It might be Star Trekker. You
Hey,
never know.
I mean, you know,
Star Trek.
hey, I can say Klingon. Dude,
Klingons are black, though.
Some
That's
niggas.
what I'm saying. That's what
Klingons can be
But-
some niggas.
Yeah, but
Yeah, Klingon can be some niggas.
yeah, okay. It was a few of them on there that was black.
Yeah, it was hella.
They weren't really black, but they were black.
It was hella of them.
But you can see Klingons can be some black people.
And I can see Captain Kirk letting a nigga slip. He be wild.
Not
Yeah.
Spock, but
Not Spock. Spock
I was about to say
calculated.
Spock seemed like he was Asian.
you know what?
No, I'm
we can
just
go.
saying.
We can go. We can go. We can go. We can go. You know what, folks? That was the end of our show. We thank y'all for paying attention. Coming back. Whoa.
No!
Where the fuck did that come from?
Because if you think about it,
I don't want to.
I don't.
never mind then.
Yes, thank you.
Shit.
Moving right along.
We said Klingon was black.
Yeah.
Captain Kirk, we know is white.
We didn't see. We never said that either.
Never said
We
that.
never said
Captain
that.
Kirk has always been white.
You probably all, well,
Hell, Ariel was white this whole
His
time.
name is Captain Kirk.
So it ain't no black
First of
folks
all,
in Kirk.
he got a wild ass name. That nigga name is Tiberius.
Tiberius.
Oh, he said black.
Thank you. Thank you. His
Exactly.
name is Tiberius.
He either black or Indian. No.
What? What, fam? Where are we going with this?
I don't
See,
know
this is
where
why.
she's going.
See, this is why I don't like management.
I don't
Shut
know
up.
what just happened.
What the fuck just happened?
I
Okay,
don't
moving
know.
on.
Please, because this shit.
All right,
Jesus Christ.
let's find.
Shut up, Keith.
Jesus.
We gonna talk about some actual black things now.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
We
Thank you.
only have to guess.
We in
no
there
more.
get. Thank you. Wow.
Lion King debuted this weekend.
And that's black than motherfucker.
For the most part, anyway.
Yeah.
Timon and Pumbaa was white, but you know.
Well, we know.
And I'm super juiced about who played them. Because if you're going to have some white people, you need to have Seth ass. Of course.
Yeah.
For sure.
I heard they did a good job. I haven't seen it. I'm not in a rush to go see it.
Me neither.
Because I've seen the original.
Yeah.
Unless y'all...
No, I like the live action, though. I don't
have to be in a hurry, is what I'm saying.
I'm a little disappointed.
Why?
With the little clips that I did see of Beyonce's acting.
First of all, you like her singing more than her acting. You give a fuck about her acting.
It's very true.
Because shit.
Very true.
Shit. Hell, Clarence Thomas can act better than her.
I'm not about to do that with you, but it was just more or less
saying,
voiceovers. Voiceovers are hard. I'm not about to play with him. Voiceovers are hard.
It's not even about voiceovers, baby.
What is it?
She can't fucking act. Hell of a singer. Acting ain't her strong suit. Like
she got some work.
Yeah, like you can work. I'm not saying
she don't like the 10th movie. The best movie Beyonce did was Carmen.
Oh, the hip hop opera?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
That wasn't her best movie.
That wasn't even a fucking movie.
What's her best movie?
What was the other shit she was in? When she was damn near playing herself.
Dreamgirls.
There you go.
I mean, I like Dreamgirls.
Okay, her best movie is Dreamgirls.
Because she was singing.
Better.
And she was damn near playing something she was familiar with.
True. I forgot about Dreamgirls. I instantly go to like her and Mekhi Phifer.
Oh, gotcha. No, but I mean,
Carmen is not a movie.
I heard.
Carmen
is a
movie.
No, it is not.
Was the movie we just watched on? Is anything you watch on Netflix a movie? When it says Netflix original, is it a movie?
Yeah.
Okay, then Carmen was a goddamn movie.
No, it wasn't.
It was a BET or VH1 or whoever it was that made it movie. It was a movie.
No, it wasn't. A hip hop opera.
And it was a hip opera.
A hopper.
Hip hop opera, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Shit was trash, fam. Shit was trash.
I'm gonna record it and send it to you.
Huh?
I never went to see that shit either.
No,
but other than that, I would like to see it.
That's like saying Glitter was a great ass movie.
I don't think I saw Glitter.
You don't want to.
For what? Mariah Carey can't act either. Shit.
Jesus.
But Lion King did make $531 million globally,
and it absolutely should have.
It should.
It's the Lion King.
That's what I'm saying.
And the only people I've actually seen had complaints about the Lion King are old motherfuckers who watched the cartoon, the animated version,
because they were saying there wasn't enough like
facial expression.
They're animals.
Yes, but you had that in. That's what I'm saying. You had that in the cartoon. You had the funny faces they made and all that kind of shit. With live action, if you see a motherfucking lion raise an eyebrow, you got a whole different problem.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying.
Like,
So
come on, man.
Some of them.
You can't.
But it's also the nostalgia of it. If I saw the original, you know what I'm saying, it hit you in a certain spot.
Mm-hmm.
Now go back and see this other one, and it ain't the same. It ain't gonna hit you the same way. Your kids might love it,
right?
But did they see the original?
I wonder when Scar hit the paws, did Mufasa make that face though? He had to have made a painful face.
They didn't make a face.
They didn't.
That's what everybody.
That's what they're
saying.
saying. The facial expressions. They talking, but the facial expressions.
Now I want to see it because that's one of my favorite parts.
Brother.
I mean, I heard mixed reviews on the acting as far as the voiceover and that kind of stuff.
But you say, the nostalgia. We seen the original. We in love with the original. You can't do no fucking wrong with the original.
Right.
All the adults singing in the damn theater and shit.
And the kid probably was like, "Mom."
Trust me, I'd have been if I'd have wanted to see it. I'd have did the same fucking thing.
Same shit. Everybody.
I did the same thing. But that's any old movie that they're bringing back. You know what I'm saying? It's the nostalgia in us.
Yeah, man. But
I'm glad that they're making that type of money though to bring it back. I'm glad that they're doing these live action type movies too because they're giving it a different spin. We talked previously about like how changing things and just to see them change it like that and it actually be actual animals makes me think of like remember that video I showed you on YouTube where the elephant was chasing the truck?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
like you damn near feel like you really in it.
Yeah.
The thing about it is, they hyped the movie. Disney pushed this bitch hard.
Yeah, they did. Mm-hmm. They got makeup palettes.
Exactly what I'm saying. And for the most part, new old stuff they don't really push it, but they don't.
Right.
They didn't really push Toy Story like they pushed Toy Story, but not. What I'm saying is
not the same way.
Not like pushing this one.
Okay.
But also at the same time, the original made so much fucking money.
I'm about to say Lion King is their biggest movie though. It's Disney, literally Disney's biggest movie.
Toy Story is too.
Toy Story is a big movie.
It's a big movie for them.
But Toy Story was Disney and Pixar, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was a merger, so it's not the same.
No, Disney owns Pixar now.
Yeah.
But I'm saying before when it first.
Oh, when it first dropped.
Yeah, when it first dropped. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
But
like,
I'm just saying, it was
Lion
still a
King
big
was
movie.
like the bread and butter because I remember they had Lion King.
I think it was the highest grossing.
And then they had everything else, and it was grossing higher than things like Beauty and the Beast. Because they did a live action for Beauty and the Beast too a long time ago.
No, that was a couple years ago. They did live action. That was a couple years ago.
I feel like it was over 6 years.
No.
Oh wow, well that's still that long to me. So
I don't even think it was 6 years.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like they're starting to do these, and I remember Beauty and the Beast being a huge movie, but it wasn't nearly as big as. I would love to see like the layout of what movies grossed the most when they originally came out.
Google right there at your fingertips.
You're right.
Pop up.
Nevertheless, I think it's dope that they made that movie, and I hope that money, and I hope that they continue to make money because people like us,
I'm sure they will.
haven't seen it. Maybe it'll pass Avatar.
Pass.
Or now Endgame.
Yes.
You got to pass Endgame now because Marvel has officially passed Avatar, and it's taken over the #1 spot for highest grossing movie ever. They got a long way to go. They ain't at 531 right now. They got to hit them B's.
Okay.
So
it's
a long way to go.
Live action Beauty and the Beast was 2017.
Damn, it was awesome.
Yeah, I told you it was not that long ago.
I feel like it was hella long.
No, but yes, Endgame is. I don't know if they're still counting, but they surpassed Avatar.
Counting.
Yeah, they surpassed Avatar, and Avatar have been #1 for 9 years,
something like that. So salute to Marvel.
Salute to fucking Avatar.
Avatar need to come back out.
They are. They're making a part 2.
Release it.
They're making a 2 and 3.
Oh, you serious?
That's so.
They got 2 more coming.
Because they were black.
Why they gotta be black?
But
the Avatars?
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here. They were definitely black. They were. Go watch the story again. Okay.
Tree people?
You know what?
Yeah. You used to be a tree people person. Shit.
You used to be a
Tree people? What the fuck is... Hey, what is wrong with your wife? I'm sorry. At this point, she's not even your wife. What the fuck is wrong with management?
I'm just saying, if you
say you were
any... Your ancestors...
And Spot was Asian.
Your ancestors had spears, and they hopped in trees, and they hunted animals.
So did Indians.
So you think they were Indians and not Africans? Is that what you're trying to say?
No.
They were Native Americans?
That's what I'm saying. The Native Americans had spears too.
Okay.
I think he said he don't fucking know.
It's just. I mean,
they were indigenous people.
Yeah, they were indigenous. That's what I'm gonna say.
They were indigenous. Let's roll with that.
We'll roll with that.
Well, until Pangea, everybody was indigenous. Moving on.
Moving right along.
I mean, everybody was African.
Everybody was African.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Pangea. That's
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is?
What?
Pangea.
We'll let them look it up later.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will let them look it up later. So back to Marvel.
No, we wasn't on Marvel. We said we were happy that Lion King. Okay, go ahead.
But it's all.
Go ahead.
I was just happy that Lion King made that type of money, and I hope they get to the billions.
And he said surpass Avatar. No, now it's Marvel. See how it segues?
Oh, okay. Got it.
Lord.
I'm here.
Men was still asleep.
She was in that zone.
Yeah, men been tripping.
She was about to school you on Pangea and all that other shit. She was ready to go.
I know.
You was a tree people, nigga. I don't know what you talking about. She was gonna make sure you understood.
I was a tree people. Not your people was. No. I was a tree.
Your big blue ass used to be a big black motherfucker in the tree. You was a tree people. That's what it was gonna be.
I was already there.
She was locked in.
I was already there.
I'm done with y'all.
Why?
But so how you guys feel about progressive movies? I know how you felt about Ariel turning into a black woman, right? Although she was in the Atlantic. She should have been black anyway, but that's neither here nor there. We talked about that.
That's neither here nor there.
She was Dutch, and her lobster was
was black. He was Jamaican. We found out he was black.
He
we
might
ain't say
have
Jamaican.
Jamaican's some of the blackest motherfuckers out here.
Very true.
For
Very
real.
true.
For sure black.
Okay.
So, how do you guys feel about Marvel being progressive now? What do you guys think about progressive movies, I should say?
You know, some stuff you can stick to the script. I'm not mad at.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not bad that you make changes.
Okay.
What's wrong with it? Now, granted, I didn't like Fantastic Four.
That's because they had a token Negro in there who was adopted. Nobody wanted that bullshit.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Shit like that.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm not mad at it.
He was the only black person in the movie.
The whole
I don't know.
movie.
I don't know how I feel about it. Simply because, like I said before, I want them to make new movies. Stop trying to redo movies.
I'm just talking just being progressive. Just being progressive, not necessarily changing the race.
Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind
Okay.
any of that. Like, I'm sure we're gonna see like a homosexual character at some point.
You got one coming. That's why I asked.
Oh,
So, if I know a lot of people probably don't follow the actual comic book, right?
okay.
But in Thor,
People, but go ahead.
I mean,
so
I
in
don't know.
Thor, in the comic book, Valkyrie, right? So you guys follow Marvel, watch
I
Thor,
remember that.
watch Endgame and all that. Valkyrie was actually bisexual,
Okay.
even in the comic book.
Okay.
They have drawn her leaving the quarters of some wench that she just, you know what I'm saying, laid down or whatever, however,
Interesting.
right? So
How
they
much
actually
dick
bring
you
that.
Jesus.
Yeah, so
Alright, go ahead.
basically, young M.A. of Asgard,
Okay.
Wow.
they got her in this new Thor movie, Thor 4, actually being bisexual within the film. So it follows comic book still.
Can I
that's
be
what
honest and say her character in the other movies
Thor.
kind of make me feel like
What other movies? Besides the character she's played beyond Thor?
no, the character she played wasn't she in the other? Wasn't
She was in Ragnarok.
She was in
Yeah.
Ragnarok.
Yeah.
So if I remember her correctly,
She was a drunk.
she's the same one that's in Men in Black too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Teresa Thompson.
I'm
Teresa
totally
Thompson.
knowing who I'm
Teresa
talking about.
Thompson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her character in Thor kind of gives off that.
It's funny because they actually deleted that scene. They actually had a scene in Ragnarok where
Too soon.
they came to talk to her, and she was in bed with another chick before she got up. I mean, we won't say we're fucking, of course. It's Marvel.
It's just she's in a
I
bed.
mean, well, hell, look here.
You can only fuck with Marvel if you're on Netflix.
Deadpool did.
That don't.
Deadpool is
rated
a
R,
whole
too.
different.
So,
That
listen,
nigga
but
whole
what I'm
different
saying
animal.
is, even though that movie was rated R, and that's his character, can you make others R? I'm just asking. Just asking.
Can you make
If-
other Marvel movies?
If Marvel was smart,
They would have been.
they
good.
absolutely can.
Okay.
Because your nigga Wolverine should for sure be R.
Sure. Okay.
He was a nut in the comic books,
Okay.
But I think it's fine. I don't see anything wrong with her being
No, absolutely.
bisexual or
No,
lesbian.
I think it's
or
actually kind of
whatever.
dope.
Yeah.
And you're not. To me, it's dope because you're not even trying to force it to where you're trying to play on certain
You're trying to play
section
what
of
I
the
hear,
community,
yeah.
to get them to come
Yeah.
watch your movie.
No.
This was already in the comic book. Like you
Okay.
already had this written. I hate when they push the little agenda. Oh yeah, we gonna make this person gay, so we look
can
progressive,
get-
and
we
everybody
can get
come out and
that
support us.
LGBT
Yeah, exactly.
community.
Fuck all that. No.
If you follow,
Don't
if
be
you follow-
phony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know I can. Yeah.
Don't be phony. And you already got it in the script. Like this, you got plenty of books where she's
So is
in there.
anybody else progressive in Marvel?
They actually do have other characters that are homosexual, bisexual, or what's the word I'm looking for when you don't really
Transgender?
no.
Nah, I don't
You don't
think so,
identify
transgender.
as far as sexuality goes. You just
Is that
Pansexuals.
pants? And no,
Pans.
that's something we don't know.
It's a lot of shit going on. But yeah, it's always gonna be bisexual me if you like both. I mean,
And I always
whatever it is.
thought,
That's real.
no lie,
Not to be
I
like
was-
that. But
No, but this makes
That's
it easier
real.
for me, for my brain.
You know, I know it's not the same, realm, but I always thought where Wonder Woman came from, they was all gay too.
they for sure.
Because
was
I'm trying to
bisexual.
understand, it wasn't no men on this island in this place,
And I'm only giving
and
them
how all these women
bisexual.
come?
I'm only giving them bisexual because when the men came, they was on them.
Yeah, but how did all women
But
become here?
before,
That's what I'm saying. How did all these women come?
because they grass people.
Listen, man.
I'm just trying to understand. That's
DC ain't gonna give you all the answers.
all. Okay.
That's why we making them up right now.
Because I know, because y'all talking about where all these women came from. I'm with Keith. Who knocked up these motherfuckers? Like,
That's what I'm saying.
you were the daughter of such and such. Where her daddy?
Exactly.
In the sky, them God kids.
Zeus?
Him.
Zeus hit him with that bolt.
That.
And I had all these women.
And he might have, whacked it and sprinkled it all over the grass.
Sprinkled the seed.
Yep. And they all got pregnant, and everybody ended up being girls because that's what he wanted.
Like
Amazonian.
That's
real.
Well,
and then the men came and they got on them.
That nigga got bad luck like Kobe.
Yeah, because he got all women.
Yeah, but that might have been his plan.
You know how much tissue and tampons that is? Jesus Christ.
Let me tell you something. You gotta be out the house at certain times. You gotta give yourself some space for your own fucking sanity.
Because because
if you notice, I know this. If their cycles ever match up,
oh Lord.
I want to assume that Zeus took the cycle too, because I feel like
first of all, I don't think.
I was talking about Kobe.
Yeah,
he got to get out the house with the cycle
because he got all women.
He got all girls. I'm talking just for his sanity.
Okay.
Now, if you're on an island that's all women and all y'all cycles match, y'all just gonna not talk to each other and just bitch, leave me alone. Mm-hmm. I'm going over here just for 3 days and everybody good again. Might only be 2 days. I don't know what the fuck they even ate.
Grass.
They didn't eat grass.
They
was
grass,
hunters.
They ate grass and oysters.
Vegetables.
So vegetables.
I thought they was
and
hunters.
Seafood.
Oh, okay.
What they was hunting, Keith?
I don't fucking know
they
shit.
had horses.
Yeah.
There had some other animals out there.
Hell,
you doing too big of a deep dive on how Wonder Woman came about.
I just want to. But I'm saying I think that they were bisexual.
First of all, so you telling me grass gonna make my woman grow 8 feet tall, 6 feet tall?
No, that's her daddy.
What I'm saying is they Amazon.
I'm like, that's her daddy.
I understand.
If her daddy was Juice, she can go Zeus.
Juice. I'm like, who the fuck
OJ.
is Juice? I'm like, who the fuck is Juice?
He had all them kids. He was on some juice.
Well, right. Zeus. So
if her dad was Zeus, then she could be Amazon.
No, she can't. No. First of all,
you might take your mama gene.
Let's be 100% honest. They can't be from it. They're not Amazonian. Can't be. They weren't black enough.
Here we go. And you talk about me.
Where's Amazon at?
I don't want to do this.
I
just wanted to leave it at they were bisexual.
You call me a tree people.
I'm trying to figure where you got bisexual from.
Because
right.
It was only women on the island.
So where you get bisexual from?
Because when the men came...
They killed them.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought... No. Did they kill him?
Yes. The only motherfucker who made it out that island was that one dude who saved somebody else.
Very true. Very true.
Because he saved her. Because they was going to kill that nigga too.
The one that Wonder Woman fell in love with? Yeah. The rest of them niggas got slaughtered.
Okay. I forgot about that. I don't know why I thought they came and they made love to him like praying mantis and then killed him.
That's like the mermaid.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck
shit you got going on.
Okay, moving forward.
I'm moving right along.
I'm confused.
Yeah, she
on the comments.
You know
Pirates
what?
of the Caribbean
you know what?
Shit.
I just realized
you need
she
to
make
shut
you
up.
go. She make you go deeper than what you want to. Fuck with her.
Man.
I'm deep, man.
Ah.
Just be out here, man.
Now I'm tree people.
You still mad? Keith, I'm gonna get you a shirt. Go ahead.
I'm tree people. Probably, man. Spock is Chinese. What the fuck is going on with this?
All right, let me ask y'all this, man. Cause Lord, this is y'all wild.
That's management.
Keith's ass. Come on.
When it comes to Netflix, right? We all fuck around with Netflix. We all enjoy Netflix. Netflix at one point had claimed that they got to cut back on some of the production because they paid a couple actors and shit too much money for certain movies.
That's real.
They were trying to get the big name cats, especially after they won not the Academy, or nominated for some shit. Mm-hmm. They wanted to go splurge and they ain't really reaping the dividends like they thought they were. Right?
That's real.
But now Netflix is in talks with the legend Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's thinking about doing a Netflix stand-up. Now, Eddie Murphy hadn't done a stand-up since Raw, right?
Raw, yeah.
That was 80
That was 80-something.
And rumor has it that Netflix is offering him $70 million for this stand-up.
And I definitely feel like...
Is he worth it?
So here's the thing.
Absolutely.
Here's the thing.
Whoa.
I believe that he's worth it, but I only believe that he's worth it if he's going to give us real, authentic Eddie.
I think he
not Disney ass Eddie.
Nah,
his stand-up has never been.
But you get what I'm saying. But he hadn't done those Disney ass movies prior to doing stand-up.
Disney money is long.
No, I get that, but I'm saying people change. You get what I'm saying? And
I get what you're saying.
I'm wondering if the edge is not there anymore.
I think,
you get what I'm saying? So $70 million without the edge.
I think the edge is always there. It's just the Disney movies. It looks like it's not there because of the movies he picked. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Ice Cube.
The edge is still there.
Cube still got his edge, but he fucked around. You know what I'm saying? What was the name of that bullshit he did?
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Yeah. That Disney money long. That's long dough.
I mean, I get it. I'm just saying, if you're going to give somebody $70 million,
I think it's stand-up.
I need Dave Chappelle in the beginning.
Look at Richard Pryor. He did Brewster's Million.
Toy.
He did all these movies, and they got on stage. It wasn't nothing like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The edge is still there, and I think the edge is still there, but you just haven't seen him for a while. Now, also,
do you think Eddie's worth the 70?
It's tough because he haven't did it in a while, but I think he is because people are gonna watch it just because he haven't did it in so long.
That's exactly why I think he's worth it. I don't give a fuck if the shit flop. People are gonna flock to it.
Yeah.
I need these clicks.
Also, they talking about giving Eddie 70. Also, Dave Chappelle for one stand up for 70.
Well, Chappelle already made his money. They know what they got in him.
Well, the three stand-ups.
The 3 stand-ups for what, 60, right?
For 60.
And
he doing one for 70?
Well, the 3 he did was like the top ranked ones on their whole platform.
So that's what I'm saying. But now,
he wouldn't ask for more money.
Huh?
He did. One for 70.
One for 70. You got 3 for 60?
Oh,
that's 20.
1 for 70.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
if you keep having dope ass shows like you get great ass directors like When They See Us, you can make your money.
You hope.
What I'm saying is, if you know what I'm saying, if you get these great producers, directors,
get the right product,
product, you could.
Remember, they got to deal with what's her name too,
who?
With Regina King. Remember, she's producing some stuff for Netflix too. She got some shit coming.
So that's what I'm saying. If they have the right people to produce these dope ass shows and flicks, Netflix is gonna stay. They're gonna be around. They're gonna be in competitive edge. I'm saying they'll still be competitive with Disney.
That's the biggest thing, because right now they're losing shows.
Of course.
Because The Office is coming off of there, and Friends is coming off. Those are their 2 most watched shits, because everybody's starting their own streaming service now.
Of course.
So you got to try to stay afloat somewhere.
See, and then another thing with Netflix, they went up.
They got to stay afloat.
Of course, you got to stay afloat.
You know what's coming next, though. I don't know why everybody, you own Netflix. What's coming next is going to be commercials. That's the only way they're going to be able to keep generating revenue.
Yep.
Hulu has commercials. That's how they stay relevant. The ads are coming.
Yep.
Whether you see them on the side of some shit before you click your movie, or it's going to hit you with right in the middle of your shit, that little 20-second little drop.
Yeah.
It's coming.
If you're watching TV shows, I can see the ads. But if you're watching the movie, you don't want no ads.
No, in the movie you won't have one.
Yeah,
but if they're smart, they'll do like YouTube TV, and you'll actually be able to pay more
to not
have ads.
Of course.
So that actually, I mean, it is what it is.
But then that covers them.
That covers.
But I also think that if, like you said, like they have been making some really good shows. Like if you keep tapping into like natural new talent, then you can stay afloat. Because like when you think about HBO has shows. We still have HBO simply because we watching Euphoria or whatever the hell it's called. And we watching Succession, and it's new shit pulling us in, and they have ads. Because if you think about it, even HBO has ads, because they literally, that's how we found out about Succession.
But it's ads for their own shit.
Yeah.
All those ads are for their own product.
True. But it's ads nonetheless.
Which is the other way Netflix needs to actually sell you on shit.
Yeah.
Because when I click this button before your shit start, and you show me all the new shit that you got dropped on your own shit, it'll make me tune in once this one goes off.
Because we
see what this new shit
we were literally watching on HBO. We were watching the last 2 episodes of Game of Thrones, and Succession popped up, just a small sneak peek, and I was like, "Oh shit, we gotta find that." You know what I mean? Yeah. And so it made us watch a whole season of a whole nother show, waiting for it to come back on in August. So I think
HBO's always been good at that.
Right. I think it's just about tapping into new talent and stuff, and continuing to produce shows that people want to see. People want to see Eddie Murphy. People want to see Dave Chappelle. People wanted to see Mike Epps and that goofy ass shit he did. You know what I mean?
You just gotta have things in place or people in place that something that people want to see, that really people want to see,
Yeah.
not some bullshit like straight to DVD type ass movies. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But if it's some real content,
you can't have no B movie ass.
No.
And I've seen a lot of B movies on Netflix.
You don't see a lot of B movies on all of them. Yeah.
Can I tell you what movies I actually like? I don't necessarily care for reality TV as much as I care for back in the day the television that's almost like, remember how Real Sex used to be, or Taxi Cab Confessions, where it's reality TV, but it's like
a docuseries.
I like those.
Mm-hmm. So that's what had people hooked on like HBO, because they had Red Shoe Diary. No, Red Shoe Diary was on Showtime. But they had Hookers and Johns. They had all these documentaries, docuseries. Hookers on a Point. Real Sex, shit like that'll keep you interested.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, that come on Saturday. Let me watch this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that.
Yeah.
Exactly, man. Shit. That's why HBO was around for a minute.
You know what else they'll pull us in with if they go heavy on it? Is like the black movies. Like, I love when I get that little email that says Netflix Black, and it lists everything black that they've now put on Netflix. I love that. It makes me happy.
The other thing that Netflix may need to consider is actually doing it the HBO route, which is you gotta come see me weekly. Instead of me giving you this entire season, you can binge watch. Although we all love to binge watch because we hate waiting the next week, it generates eyes and gives you those clicks.
It does.
Every week. I gotta come back and see this.
Even if you let it pile up, I gotta come back.
I gotta come back and see this.
Yeah, that's real.
The old man way, basically.
Yeah, the old school way. Yeah, because you had Game of Thrones had to do the same shit. Sopranos, everybody and it generates conversation. Oh, you see the last episode? Now everybody's talking about for a full week. The anticipation grows. Now I'm right back to it the next week.
And if you know how to use social media, you can get the buzz going yourself.
That's what they did with what's name? That's what they did with what's that shit with Sandra Bullock, blind and motherfucking crazy spirits and shit.
Yeah, Bird Box.
Oh,
Bird Box. They started those memes.
Yeah.
And that shit went viral. Now all of a sudden everybody gotta go see Bird Box.
Right.
Then we come back and talk shit about Bird Box. But you watched it.
But we already got you because you watched it.
You watched it.
Now we got that.
You know what? I'm happy and sad that's off the air though. She's Gotta Have It was so good. That first season was so good. The second season was like, what the fuck are we watching?
Yeah, you have to invest.
You definitely
Netflix throws $70 million at Eddie, right? And Eddie probably give you a good return on that. Netflix gonna throw $70 million. No, supposedly you saw a rumor, alleged, whatever, at Chappelle. He's gonna give you a return on that. You have to invest in these writers too. What happens is when a writer blows up, they own other projects.
Right.
That was a downfall of Game of Thrones with HBO. The writers like, nigga, we out of here. We about to go get the Star Wars money.
Right.
And y'all see how Game of Thrones, and nobody liked the end of that shit. That last season.
So invest in the writers early. If you know you got a hit, invest in them early.
Or even invest in new writers and have them come in as you segue.
But the problem is, you can do that, but you have to be sure that new writers just don't completely change your whole shit. That's what happens to a lot of this program. They get new writers in, like the second season. One of those all new writers with a completely different view on what they want to do.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't tie in right. It doesn't. Just keep the motherfuckers you got.
Pay them.
You pay them.
Pay them.
You got to break bread somewhere.
Yeah.
Break it over there.
Good point.
You got a lot of shit coming. Ava DuVernay, Gina King.
She been pretty good.
Got some shit coming. So Netflix is trying to stay there, but once this Disney shit drop, they in trouble.
Just because of the old shows, or because you think they're gonna come with some new heat?
No,
Disney already got new heat coming.
Yeah.
Disney got new Marvel heat coming. And Falcon and Winter Soldier
which
got their own
TV shows, yeah.
Scarlet Witch and Vision got their own show. Hawkeye got his own show.
But I'm wondering, is Marvel enough to keep them afloat when it comes
and all their past catalog? You got to remember, it's all Disney shit, right?
Right.
Their old catalog, plus all the new shit they coming with on top of that. And they also own Hulu. So I can whoop your ass on both fronts.
Okay.
So Hulu gonna have their own shit, and you telling me I can get all this Disney shit, these old ass cartoons, and this new Marvel shit for $8 a month?
Because the Hulu originals
is nice too.
Handmaids.
That's what I'm saying.
It's fire.
That's what I'm saying. But you gotta remember,
you never seen Handmaids?
Handmaid's Tale is good.
You
gotta remember Disney's umbrella is too damn big.
Might let you borrow ours.
You got Spotify?
No.
I'll tell you how. Well, I don't know if they even offer. I'll tell you off here.
All right.
But they own hella shit. Disney also owns like Channel 7.
Mm-hmm.
All that old ABC and all that shit.
So who has stuff like The Chi and
That's Showtime.
That's Showtime.
okay.
That's Showtime. So that's safe over there for now. For now. So shit might be
Shit's a changing. My thing is like I know cable is going to go out of business at some point simply because it's too damn expensive and it's still easier to buy all the small. Maybe.
I think the only thing that may save cable is two fronts. One, you still gotta have internet to watch all this shit.
You do.
And two, at some point, especially with all these dudes, you're gonna want to watch some live sports. Some of them offer them a little bit now, but I can tell you firsthand, watching a stream game, it's say live, but it's streamed, you a few seconds late.
Yeah.
And if you like me, when I'm talking to my partners on shit about what we just seen, these niggas seen 20 seconds before I did. So now I'm late to the party. So it's off.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to tighten it up a little.
You got to tighten it up. And with everybody getting the streaming service, right? Mm-hmm. If you start adding all this shit up and it's close to my cable bill, why am I switching?
But I don't think it's close yet. That's what I'm saying.
Not yet, but every channel's getting their own.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. So if I got to get Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus,
HBO Go,
I got to get HBO,
Showtime.
I got to get Showtime, I got to get Stars. We are at 6.
Yeah. And you figure $9.
CBS you got to pay for already. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And all of them at least $10 or more.
That's $70.
Plus
already.
the internet.
Plus you got to pay for your internet.
Very true. Okay, I see it.
So the cable they might have a way in.
So the streaming might blow itself up.
And cables offer me all these channels I just said, except for Hulu and Netflix.
Right. Okay.
But the regular channels I can get.
Right, so, we'll see.
We'll see. The streaming wars is coming.
Oh no, it's coming.
It's coming. This is gonna be a wild shit when all this shit drops. All right, man. Let me ask y'all this. You know what? This is a great question for you, Tiff. Because what was your view of luxury as a kid? Like simple luxuries, though. I don't mean like fucking lifestyles of rich and famous, and yachts and all that kind of shit. What was some shit that you seen as a kid like they must have money? For example, right? Mm-hmm. If you went over your partner's house and they had real Kool-Aid in the cabinet, not Flavor Aid. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or they had like real like brand name cereals.
So
not the knockoff shit.
For mine, you know, it was going to my partner's house, seeing this nigga have every toy, every game for every system and all this shit. That was my thing of saying luxury.
Them niggas was rich.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That's
as a kid growing up. Like my grandma's house, Brandon's house, it was the house next door to my grandma, and then my other partner. Everything you want. Toys, game, whole nine. That nigga's living in luxury. And I'm asking for the shit and I ain't getting it. That's luxury.
Yeah, straight up.
I have to say, Rob was a little different when I was growing up. Like when I was younger. So for me, it was stuff like growing up. My mother was dating some guy and he had a daughter, and so we had having your own room was luxury. Having your room and having a dope ass day bed and it had the pillows on it. And you had all the damn magazine cutouts on the wall and the posters and
like some shit out of a sitcom,
right? And luxury was also like having. Remember when the BMX Huffies came out and the girls had the certain colors, like so. Like
luxury was having a real BMX,
right? And so I had a pink one, and my stepsister had a purple one, and we had the matching skates, and so in all the games, you know, like I felt like my mother bullshitted so much money on Kerplunks and damn operations and.
I'm talking video games.
No, I'm talking regular board games.
And I was just saying video games. Like
we had Monopoly and shit.
For us, it was video games. But yeah, I get your point.
Because you look at a motherfucker different when they had the Nintendo 64.
Yeah,
you know you had some shit in your house when your friends would steal from you.
For sure.
that too.
That's real shit.
I feel like that's when.
I think some of my friends thought I had the luxury house because I had hella toys. I had like 3 toy boxes full of like real shit.
Yeah.
And like a Genesis, but nigga, I thought your house was the shit.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. We think they got all the shit we want, but they think we got all the shit.
You know what was luxury to me too? Because I kind of grew up in Berkeley some too. When you could go to Berkeley Youth Authority, Berkeley Youth Association, something like that, it was called BYA, and you didn't have to eat the school lunch.
Yeah.
When you didn't have to eat the school lunch because you had your own shit.
The nigga that showed up with the cheese fries.
That kind of shit.
Money.
Like, like...
Motherfucker.
You didn't have to stand in the line and wait for everybody to eat the lunch. And
red and yellow trays. Yeah.
So. That's
kind of what... It was always kind of food for me. Like, motherfucker, the first time I seen the motherfucker, they have to eat a bologna sandwich. And they had, like, turkey. Where the fuck you get turkey from?
I will say, I used to think the friends... Because even though we had all this shit... We could not go in the refrigerator. It still was a black house. You could not go pour some Kool-Aid without... You can't just open the refrigerator. You got to ask for food. You got to ask for something to drink.
Of course.
You got to ask for snacks.
Of course.
So I just remember Dante having a friend named Andrew that lived across the street, and we went in the refrigerator back to back to back. Me and Dante used to think that was Dante's best friend, but we used to think that it was like the shit. Like, you know that kind of thing where you like... Wait, you don't have to ask? And he's like, it's my stuff. But he was white too, but he was like, it's my shit. Like, it's my stuff.
That plays a big part.
We couldn't go back to his house after they bought him a Ouija board. And we went home.
Yeah.
Black people don't play that.
Black people don't play that.
Wait, we went home and told our grandmother that we were playing, that he had a Ouija board at the house, and she said we could go down there. No more.
I wouldn't allow you.
But we was mad because he can go in the refrigerator.
He had a pantry too, huh?
Yeah, he did. He definitely had a walk.
Our shit was on top of the refrigerator.
Yeah, well, we couldn't reach it.
Mm-hmm. You had to ask for some.
They literally had the glass door with the stained glass. Yeah, it was cool. So that was luxury to me.
Yeah, remember my homie thought we had luxury because we actually had like Skippy peanut butter, and he had the white label joint at his house.
Nigga had the great value. You had to stir it up.
You know what though that you say with food? I think a lot of people thought we had money too because my family has always, like, this is something I was raised on, not something I believe in now. Like, I wouldn't cook at my house and you come over and I don't feed you too, Because growing up, if your friends were there, either you didn't eat until they left or they ate too.
Which means your portion probably got chopped down.
Probably did, but they got to eat.
Mm-hmm.
And you have friends that didn't have, like, their moms weren't cooking and stuff, so they got to come over and really just eat with us, and they like, oh... Dang, your mama making a heck of money because she got food and she letting us,
Like,
it's crazy when you think about how you grew up, the differences between households.
Oh, most definitely.
Everybody didn't have money, but everybody wasn't struggling as much as...
Everybody helped each other.
Everybody helped each other. Like, but you also, at the same time, everybody knew each other.
Yeah. I couldn't go to nobody's house without my mama calling first.
Yeah, that's bro.
And meeting them and all that kind of shit.
But
like, wasn't just
that's what I'm saying, like... This neighbor knew this neighbor. Because they've been in these houses 20, 30 years, so they knew everybody around.
And somebody's old-ass grandma was always in somebody's business.
Exactly. Always.
but that's what I...
That's what I miss. I actually miss that.
You miss grandmas being in people's business?
I miss neighbors, period.
No, just
when you're
neighbors.
not home, I would like my neighbor to tell me, hey, man, somebody was looking through your window.
Mm-hmm.
That's real.
I would enjoy that, actually. Thank you.
I kind of... we kind of try to do that where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We kind of somewhat do that.
It doesn't stretch down the street, though, because it's hella shit on the street. So
we kind of start here. But for the most part, everybody's cordial here. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I try to do it right here with the neighbors, except for this punk motherfucker here. But anyway.
Yeah, that's a whole other
And so with us, it's kind of hard because we're good with the person that's across from us.
Mm-hmm.
But the people... The Mexicans, they okay, but we ain't never really had a conversation with them like that. And then the other ones, it's like, I feel like those are like teenagers or college students or something, and they just be running amok.
They're young, man. That's what young folks gonna do.
Look here.
But I always want to live somewhere where I could go take a pie and say welcome to the neighborhood or introduce myself.
Oh, okay.
Why you say what the fuck? You don't take some Rice Krispie treats to the niggas next door.
What's happening with it? How you doing?
You can't take people food these days. Niggas making ice cream in the supermarket.
Yeah.
Wow, come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Would you eat it? Somebody brought you a pie. You eating it?
No. No.
If they brought me some brownies, I eat it.
No. We said pie, nigga.
Why, you like weed in your brownies?
No.
Brownies?
Because I feel like a pie, you can hide shit in a pie. You can't really hide shit in brownies.
Why you can't?
You don't know what's in it until you bite it.
Yeah.
They put weed in brownies all the time.
Well, you know how I eat stuff like that.
No. What I'm saying is they got CBD in the butter.
Well, I would ask that. That's not something you don't just give
so
your
you
neighbors weed brownies.
You might.
You might.
And you can smell that.
I'm asking, would you eat it? I know you're going to take it, but are you going to eat
pie?
It depends.
If it's
are you eating a cake, Anime?
It depends. If they come over and they look clean and their nails is clean.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
So you never seen a clean crackhead?
They got to pass
Never.
the background.
You never seen a clean? You
I've
never
seen a clean crackhead.
You never seen a functioning crackhead?
I've seen a functioning cokehead. I've never seen a functioning clean crackhead.
That's true.
They always fall apart, and I see them when they fall apart.
I'm saying at some point. I'm talking about early on. You might not know.
Okay.
But I'm saying though, it's the same thing. I mean,
I've seen functioning cokeheads, and they're actually they cleaner than a lot of other people.
Most of the white folks that work at these hedge funds.
I'm not about to play with him.
These white collar motherfuckers got a little bump at lunch.
Oh. Yeah, here we go.
A little bump.
Here we go.
But
all right.
I don't know. Yeah, I would take it. and then I would probably
throw that shit away. No, you
think I would throw it away?
Yeah, you would throw that shit away.
Absolutely.
Facts. I know you. She'll throw it away.
Okay.
She'll throw it away.
Look, you don't eat at buffets, but you gonna take a stranger's pie?
Well, what happens? Let's be clear.
Pies?
No, don't do that. The reason why I don't eat at buffets like that is why. You on wax right now. What is why?
People are nasty.
Okay.
Thank you.
But the people that are nasty are people that do stuff like when you walking in. If you ever pay attention to when you walking in a buffet line, they do stuff like reach their armpit over the macaroni and cheese and stuff like that.
They reached over when they was cooking your pie.
You might be right. But I would probably want to know that they have any animals.
Absolutely. Do you have any pets?
And I would make it friendly conversation like, so you guys have 2 dogs, you have 3 kids, 2 dogs?
You got dog hair in your brownies?
Right.
The egg was a light brown, and she gave it back. Yeah, so that's how I know she ain't eating.
First of all, I don't play about no eggs.
Listen, we're not saying you
but
don't.
But a pie might be different.
Shit. Anyway, let's move on.
Let's do this though. Real shit. I tasted the pies at the pie on Pie Day. I tasted them. Not all of them. Because if it looked like it wasn't I didn't taste it.
Which is my point.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. I'm just saying.
Y'all ready for the question of the week?
Let's go.
Although Mike isn't here, sucker.
Fuck Mike.
We still got a question of the week. So, let's see here.
You know what nigga trash when they don't send you the question although they gone. He the type of nigga that don't do all his work before he leave.
For sure. Leave for everybody else.
Yeah. All right. I just wanted to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, Keith. You ready?
Let's go.
If you propose to a woman and she says no, is the relationship over?
Fast as I can get back home.
Why is the next part of the question. Why are you ending it?
Because I'm trying to take a next step and you're not. You don't either one or two things. You don't see a future with me, or you just not ready to take that next step in life. Like you just you content. Yeah, you're content where you're at. But I'm trying to take another step and you not. Fast as I get back home, fast as you get your shit out. What's the point of staying? Like I'm asking you to. I see this future in you, but you don't see no future with me because you said no.
What if you jumping the gun?
Yeah.
But I might be. But I'm still this is saying this is my future.
What if you ask like after like 2 weeks?
No, that's stupid.
No, you stupid as fuck. You deserve to get shot down like a bird in the sky.
You did a bump on lunch.
You did something. You did something like 2 weeks. Yes.
I toss a nigga salad. I don't know.
No.
I'm not saying you.
What the fuck is going on?
Like she changed his life. She changed his
that nigga life.
And 2 weeks you proposing?
That nigga went in the room.
I do know somebody. No, but I told Bug that I know people right now who have been married for 20 years. And he literally proposed 2 weeks after they met. And they've been married for 20 years.
They must have blew each other minds. Mind control is real.
Completely.
Okay,
but blew his whole
you're not doing it? It's over?
It's a wrap.
That's real. I mean,
it's a wrap.
It can't be a let's sit down and talk about why you felt this way. No? You done?
I'm done.
Complete? Okay.
It's a wrap.
I
don't honestly I don't have no more words. Like I put this on the line. Like I saw this.
So is it because you would be would feel like
nigga hurt, B.
That's what I was about to say.
Oh no, it's one part being hurt, but it's also another part like, bitch, I seen his future and you didn't. I'm serious.
Oh,
if you say honestly, and then on top of that, even if you ain't got your family there, like you in a nice romantic scene, if you're in a nice romantic scene, and you still say no, oh, I can't get back to this hotel fast enough.
Let me tell you something.
And I'm gone.
If you know what I'm saying, cross your T's and dot all your I's, right? You got this nice romantic setting and shit. You out here about to do your real shit, and she tell you no. One, you need to be thankful that you need to say yeah because of the scenery. Motherfuckers do that
because they do that just for then, and then all of a sudden,
this is so romantic. Yes, then later on, like, nah, I really didn't want to do that, but it was fly, and it was how I pictured it in my brain, so I wanted to do that shit. Be thankful. And
you got me feeling like I ain't shit. Go ahead.
She is savage. But as far as my answer to it, there's a couple of contingencies for me. How much skin do we have in the game? How long have we even been together?
Let's just go ahead and say a year to
a year.
3.
A year?
Listen, you can't give me one or 3
I'm just throwing something out.
Which one? 1 or 3?
Let's just say 2. Let's split the baby.
Okay,
2 years, right? If I ask you after 2 years of being together and you tell me no, I'm probably leaving.
Okay.
Because that's a long, well, it's not a long time, but that's enough time to know if you see something with this person here.
Right.
So I'm probably out. I ain't going, you know what I'm saying, have your shit on the lawn like Keith. But
I say on the lawn.
You said
as fast as you can get back.
If I get her,
get your shit out.
That don't mean I'm gonna throw it on the lawn.
That's true, Keith.
That's true.
Keith was gonna give her opportunity to come pack it up herself.
Keith's gonna have the shit on the couch.
While he was talking hella shit.
Keith's gonna have
fuck you mean no? All this shit we didn't.
Nigga, all your best shit in the garbage bag. Like, you take all this shit. You don't need no boxes. Take this shit.
Okay.
How much? Like you say, how much skin? Oh
yeah. That's probably. But if it's under 2 years, I'll probably give you a second shot.
Really?
Yeah. Because it may be too early for you. Yeah. That's why I say under 2. If we had like 6-7 months, and I'm feeling some kind of way, not you know what I'm saying?
I feel like you shouldn't be doing that after 6 or 7 months.
You probably should.
So to me, that doesn't even count. That doesn't even count to me. Like, that's a dud.
No, always.
But you got to realize everybody's different, Tiff. Like you said,
I'm just.
I know what I'm saying. Everybody's different.
I'm with y'all. Like, if
a dude proposed to you after a year and a half.
Let's go.
Yeah, but I'm that nigga. He ain't talking about me.
A year and a half. Well, let's just say 2. Let's just say 2.
Were we?
Almost.
Let's just say 2. We're gonna flip it. We're gonna say 2. And you propose, you say yes, and the nigga backs out because I don't know. A woman should never propose to a man ever.
That's real. I like the way you put that because I would have just said that ain't my life.
Yeah, no woman should ever propose to no man. I don't give a fuck who you is.
Okay, you passionate.
Hell,
you should know. Like it's
we agree.
But let's just say he proposed, and then all of a sudden the nigga backed out. Like, I can't do this shit.
I'm out.
That's what that 2 years.
Kind of the same feeling.
It's the same feeling.
Yeah, but
it's
my thing is, if a dude proposed and I wasn't ready, then I'm already gonna be on my way going because if I say no, it's because I don't even see a possibility of something like.
That's my point.
Working out because you don't have to get married. Like, people rush to get married, but you don't really have to get married right after the engagement. You don't have to do that.
No, which is true. But also at the same time,
but no woman want to be engaged
for hell long.
They don't. But at the same time, I mean, women are changing though. At the end of the day, they are. That's true. A lot of women are going to get married, like having small ceremonies, saving for homes. A lot of women are want to do that big ass gaudy shit where they be seen and be a princess.
Oh no, they changing. They want to be engaged after a year instead of letting the relationship develop.
But I can't say nothing because I was like that before. I was like, I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody for hella long. Like, I think it doesn't take that long for you to recognize if this is what you want to be with. Because to me, let me just speak real quick. Because to me, when it comes to marriage, anyway, it's always going to be you have to compromise heavily. You get what I'm saying? So it's almost like whether what am I trying to explain to you? Like, I feel like it doesn't take that long to recognize if you want to try to work at being with somebody and making forever with somebody.
Do you, like, let's just say
I don't feel like that no more, though. I think you need to be with somebody.
So let's just say old school, like your uncle and your auntie. They've been together for 17 to 20 years. Hold on, listen.
Oh, okay.
They've been together for 17, 20 years.
Okay.
But they never been married.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Not to me.
Why?
Just because I don't feel like a woman should go her whole life with a man and not be. It's a lot of shit on the back end that comes with marriage. Like, just because we've been together 17 to 20 years, I have absolutely no rights to anything if something were to happen. 9 times out of 10, 17 to 20 years, there's kids involved.
Depending on what state you're in.
But I'm talking about California.
Okay. California, you getting something.
You get the common law, but it's not.
California don't recognize common law.
But
California
everything you have jointly.
Yeah, if y'all like a house, if y'all get a house together, you're still getting half because both of y'all.
But if you don't get a house together, let's talk about the hood romance. If you don't,
that's
get
the
a house
hood romance.
together,
If your uncle is together for 17 to 20 years, that's a hood
romance.
but
they don't be getting houses together.
I mean,
motherfuckers barely got houses. They don't be getting houses together.
What I'm saying though, most of the time, it's kids involved, like you're saying. Some of the time, it's I
don't agree with that.
No, I mean that's fine.
That's fine, but it's the same. What's the difference between? Of course, they're not officially under God's and paperwork. They're not married, but they are married because ain't nobody going nowhere.
You're moving like a married couple.
Exactly.
End of the day.
End of the day.
It is about whatever works for them.
Mm-hmm.
I keep trying to tell people this.
I agree.
Over and over again. True. If it works for you, celebrate that shit and do you.
That's it.
I think I'm just pessimistic when it comes to stuff like that because I feel like I was telling Reg, not every woman wants to get married, so I don't want to pin that on every woman, especially in the feminism, right now. I don't want to pin that on everybody, but most women want to get married, right?
It's as a kid, as a woman, I mean, as a little girl, they do.
Yeah, you're raised with that whole,
they change.
You know what I mean?
I've always wondered, though. Do most women want to get married, or do most women want to have a wedding?
Most women want to get married, and I believe that every woman wants to have a wedding. So the reason why I say every woman wants to have a wedding is because every woman wants to be celebrated, right? So that celebration factor comes in big when it comes to like the wedding portion of it. Like I just said, everybody wants this princess ball that they can have, and people are changing even on that front because you can't afford it or because you more financially literate, right? So that's why I said you're more financially literate. But and not to say people who have princess balls are not financially literate. Let me clear that up. But I feel like every woman wants that companion, that person that's theirs, that person that they can say, this is my provider, my protector, this is my person. Does that make sense?
But it don't all have to do under the guise of marriage, is what you're saying.
I don't know.
Then you have a lot of women who don't want to be married for some of the same reasons you said. As far as I don't have to split that with a motherfucker if this shit goes sour.
Yeah, but that's people. A lot of people have been hurt and damaged too.
True, but so we're not talking about them. We're just talking about. I'm just saying the if they've been hurt, that you can forget that whole marriage thing and being together.
Well, I can honestly say I never cared about being married as much as I cared about. Like when me and my friends would talk, it was never and you gonna be my bridesmaids and such and such. It was never that conversation. It was more or less for me. And this is something I said to him before we got married. I want a permanent plus one. I want a person that I know I can go to, I can talk to about shit that I've never talked to anybody about before. That if the worst is happening to me, you still gonna be there to have my back. You know what I mean? Somebody I can feel secure with, safe with, and I can feel taken care of. So it was that versus let's get married, let's put these rings on. You know what I mean?
So let me ask this.
But I also didn't want to live 7 to 8 years with nobody, and we just be kicking it, and that's just that's my.
So do you feel like your uncle and auntie that was together for all that time was just kicking it?
I absolutely did, and when he got up and cheated on her ass and left and did all that kind of shit and came back, the shit just seemed toxic, and nobody, wanted to deal with that.
Because for one, I don't think they really grew as a couple. I'm just saying, as general, just that hood uncle and auntie They just never grew. They was content where their lives was. That's why they stayed there.
But
and that's why
the hood auntie and uncle in your mind with this picture you're talking about, was it a lot of infidelity in it?
No, they was just together.
They was just good.
They was just good when they was
So
there.
you didn't know about nothing then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But let me ask: are women getting married because of what their friends say?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's
women are getting married. A lot of women, to me, are looking to be married more.
He ain't doing shit.
Than it. Shut up. A lot of women are getting married now because they just want to be a part of this secret society that they have no fucking idea what it's about, what it entails.
And that's my thing. It's like your friends put pressure on you, and then you put pressure on you. Like,
and it's not even just your friends. Don't get that.
Well, family too. It's
your family.
No,
you got moms and sisters and dads
but you putting unnecessary pressure on him that wasn't even there. I ain't gonna say on him, but on that relationship.
Interesting.
Number one rule in keeping your marriage healthy is keep motherfuckers out your marriage. That's the number one rule.
I wouldn't necessarily say keeping motherfuckers out your marriage. I would change that to making sure the people that you are confiding in have your best interests in heart and have the relationship, your marriage's best interest. Because you can have a friend that's literally like, fuck that bitch, leave her alone. You know what I mean? Like, she ain't, you can find something better, yada, yada, yada. But if you have somebody in your corner who you can go and talk to who generally gives a fuck about your marriage, like your marriage as a unit, is different to me.
Yeah, I didn't mean overly literal.
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm saying is your marital business, if you're going to confide, make sure you're not confiding in your whole fucking crew.
That's true.
Because your whole crew ain't shit.
Yeah,
you got maybe one person, two if you're lucky, of good shit people. The rest of the motherfuckers ain't shit.
Don't confide in your cackling ass auntie.
I can have a long ass list of rules.
Oh,
I would also, if you are going to, because just say you like to talk and you like to share information or whatever the fuck, you like to talk about your marriage and shit y'all going through. Don't just share the negative.
Absolutely don't.
Because what's going to happen is your friends are going to start to judge your husband.
You're going to sour the fruit, yeah.
You're going to sour the whole shit. Mm-hmm. So now, if he do any little thing, soon that nigga calls the door. Bitch, why is you still with this nigga? Mm-hmm. All that nigga did was leave his shoes in the floor. And there's smoke coming from direction he don't know nothing about. Mm-hmm. Don't know what the fuck going on. Why the fuck? Why your friend even notice? Now you done fucked up the whole shit. Because she gonna slip. Or he. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, one of your friends gonna slip and say some shit. And your motherfucking spouse gonna overhear that shit.
Like, what? Bitch, you talking about us?
Yeah, exactly.
And now that's gonna cause smoke between y'all.
And just speaking, listen, man. Married, not married, motherfucking, whatever the fuck you doing. If you and your partner happy,
be happy.
Just roll with that shit. If you want more, though, speak up.
That's it.
If you want more, speak. I don't give a damn if you don't know if he wants more or she wants more.
Just say it so you can
speak up.
Mm-hmm. And be okay with walking the fuck away. Because I think that people need to get their esteems in check. Because if you want more, just like with the engagement, if you want to move forward and that's not where this motherfucker is at, it might be time for you to go where you going. Mm-hmm. It might be time for you to put your line back in the sea to catch you a new fish and be all right with that. Like, for me, that's how I feel. Like I feel like I'm more sad that more men don't want to get married, because if I do say so myself, I feel like men benefit in marriages way more than women.
Interesting. Interesting.
Do you not agree?
No, but
no, you don't. You don't agree.
No, I don't agree.
Oh,
but it's more to the legality of it than anything else, where men don't benefit.
Oh, you mean like after when shit gets ugly?
Yeah, like if there's ever a
so you're talking about on the back end?
Yeah,
I'm talking about throughout. I feel like men benefit more.
It depends on,
because I definitely think that men benefit. Women benefit more on the back end. Like when it's time to leave, and you collecting shit, and you on your way out the door. If that's where you at with it,
it depends on the relationship.
That too.
But I definitely think throughout the relationship. I was just having this debate. I do.
Okay.
I'm not. I mean, that we're gonna say that for another day.
Okay.
I'm not knocking. To me, it's just
it's
every situation is different. We got any birds and salutes?
What was my bird to? My bird. I want to go first.
Okay. Clearly,
a bird meaning like bird. Okay. My bird is to, and I don't even know where this took place. I'm sad I don't have more information. The lady had a 3-month-old baby. She was in the parking lot of a store. The lady, she was getting into it with a lady. She was getting into it with a lady. She had her baby in her hand and she was just talking to the lady. The lady took off on her.
While she was holding the baby? She dropped the baby. Snuffed her.
And then got jumped by somebody else who helped the other lady. But she dropped her baby on the concrete, her 3-month-old. Mm-hmm. So after they beat her up and everything, and she fought back or whatever the case, she picked up her baby. She took her baby to the hospital. They asked what happened with the baby. She lied about what happened, and let's say Keith went with me to the hospital. He lied with me about what happened. She's now being charged with murder because the baby died.
And she probably should be.
I was gonna say,
but I feel like the justice system is trash because everybody who was involved should be charged with murder. Because you hit somebody, you assaulted somebody with a baby in their hand. Granted, I'm the type of mom that's I couldn't even imagine dropping my baby to fight anybody. I'm going to take that L.
Pause for 1 second. What was her lie?
Okay, so I didn't get what the lie was. But it wasn't that. That's the reason why she's being charged partially because she lied.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And that's why the other person is being charged too because they went with the lie.
That's kind of what I figured. Your lie fucks you up.
Yeah.
Instead of saying I got jumped by 2 women and I dropped my baby as they were jumping me.
Okay.
Yes, we engaged.
You didn't want to admit that you dropped your child.
Yeah.
Right?
And that lie.
And that injury is what caused it. You just came on some other shit and fucked yourself.
Yeah. That's what.
But I feel like everybody should go to jail because I feel like you can't be assaulting people while they have minors in their hands.
If you reported
it. But if you lie, why
the evidence and the rest of it?
Well, that's my guy. They got it on tape.
Oh, okay.
Which from the store that they were.
First punch?
She didn't. The other woman did.
Okay.
So that's where she should have
comes in.
She should have said, "I'm defending myself."
Bird to the legal department because even if she did lie, she was scared.
Yeah, but don't lie.
He'll probably get put in.
At the end of the day,
not murder.
Everybody should get it.
She'll probably get criminal negligence.
She probably won't get that.
I feel
if
like
she gets the proper attorney, if it went down the way Tiff is saying, and she didn't throw the first punch, it was a heated argument, and she got assaulted and dropped her baby to defend herself. She probably won't do any time at all.
Oh, I'm not saying she'll do time, but I'm saying for one, she shouldn't have lied about what happened. That's what fucked her.
But people get.
Yeah, but don't lie.
Panic,
people panic and they lie. It is. I mean, they
panic
and they lie.
But if this is your truth, then like, hey, they assaulted me and I dropped my baby out for me defending myself.
But you know how niggas be. Like now, I gotta explain who they are, and
that's fine.
And a lot of people ain't snitching like that.
Yeah, but then you don't want to do that.
Your baby.
I know. Hold on, but I'm saying though, you don't want to do that, which was
your baby is injured. Well, when you took him in.
But the thing is, you don't want to tell them what's going on or who all these bitches is. No, normally come help me lie.
Yeah. Normally that happens when you did some shit.
Yeah, like come on, man.
You see what I'm saying?
They still get Bob Bird because I feel like if you're going to, whether she lied or not, because I do understand people are nervous and people get scared, my bird goes to them not picking up everybody involved, and everybody should be charged because if you hit somebody, whether they go to the hospital and lie about what happened or not, you hit that woman while she had that baby in her hand. So I feel like you is cause and effect. Like, granted, like I told them on Twitter today, like, there's no way I probably would have turned into the woman who's shielding her baby and getting beat the fuck up and probably be brain damaged because y'all jumping somebody and hitting them in their head.
Now they get charged.
But you already brain damaged. So a lot of people don't. Well,
I
feel like everybody.
See the video and everything else.
Everybody should have been charged with murder. So my bird is to them not picking up everybody and charging their ass. Don't just charge her and her person who helped her lie. charge all 4 of them motherfuckers.
I can see that.
So
you got a bird or salute this week?
I was just looking at a video and I don't know where they are at, but a mentally disabled girl called the police on the girls. They bothered her. Mm-hmm. She called the police.
I saw that.
And they jumped her.
Wow.
And now she missing.
Yeah.
What?
Her parents can't find her. The police can't find her, and now she's missing. And it was boys, men, and boys and girls. Yeah. Because I'm gonna say boys and girls because they under 20.
They was young.
But the fact that they jumped her knowing she was disabled, and the boys helped and videotaped, and now they all getting death threats and things and pleading to leave them alone and yada yada yada.
Nah, fam.
But this girl is missing because she's mentally disabled, and she got jumped and beat up, and then she ran off, and her parents can't find her.
Oh, she ran off. I was wondering, like, damn, did they kill her?
No,
she ran off, and now she might find her.
That shit. What are you mad for? Because you're getting death threats,
right? Because her best friend put it on Twitter, and you know how Twitter gets.
I understand that, but what are you mad for?
No, I agree with you. She was crying and stuff, but I think a lot of these kids don't pay attention when they doing stuff. I think parents are failing them with that because I feel like you're not really teaching your kids consequences.
No. Fam, if you know this person is disabled,
right?
A normal person, I can see if it was a normal, you know what I'm saying, and they called the police, he can fight back. This is a mentally disabled person.
I can't see jumping nobody. I don't believe
No. I understand that. That's me too. But what I'm saying is a mentally disabled person versus a regular person.
That's true.
Come on, fam. Like that ain't no parent shit.
Yeah.
You know for a fact.
Yeah,
come on, fam. Like y'all deserve everything y'all get coming to you.
Everything, right?
Everything coming to you.
Last piece.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well,
what's your bird of salute?
Well, I guess I'll be the only one giving a salute this week.
Okay.
All right.
Y'all out here flying high with y'all birds.
Yeah, man, fly.
I'm a salute. I'm a salute Jermaine from Philly. That's the only name he wanted to give. We didn't get a last name.
Okay.
But Jermaine had got a phone call from his sister saying that his mother's apartment building was on fire. His mother's bedridden.
Yeah.
Jermaine raced down to the apartment complex. The fire department told him they couldn't let him in. It was too dangerous. He said, my mom was up here. She's on the 19th floor. She's bedridden. I need to make sure she's safe. I understand. We're working on it. The elevators are down. You can't go in. Jermaine decided to take it upon himself to scale the building, all 19 floors, and got his mama up out of there.
How you get her out of there?
Came down the stairs, I assume. Yeah. But he climbed the outside. He climbed the patios and shit to get to her. Get to where she was, yep. Get to where she was.
Didn't she have a broken hip, or he had a broken hip?
He had a broken hip.
He
had just had an accident like a day or two before.
Yeah, he had a broken hip.
Had a cracked hip. Didn't give a damn. Said his mama was in trouble. He climbed that damn building.
That is so dope.
And went and got his mama.
That makes my heart smile because that's love. Like, I don't give a damn what y'all talk about.
And what he said was, that's my mama. No, nothing else matter.
He was going to die with his mama if he had to.
If he had to. He said, that's my mama.
You know what? And shout out to that, that cop in Fremont that pulled the guy to burn the car. Shout out to that guy.
Can I tell you that gave me chills watching that video of him pulling him out there?
He said, and you heard what he said? He said he just, all he seen was his hand up. He said he didn't even think twice about nothing else. He just seen the cars on fire. He tried to use a extinguisher. That shit didn't work. He just seen the hand and he just pulled him out.
That's it, man.
Woo.
Right, so there is good people in this world.
Absolutely.
There is good people.
It might be good cops.
I'm sure
it is. I know it is. I know it is.
I had to laugh because I know it is too, but it's like,
I know it is.
Damn, with all the negative shit that your comrades do, like.
Yeah, man. That's a whole.
It is. But
Yeah. All right, man. So we gonna get up out of here.
This was nice. Yes, peace in the Middle East, and I hope that the mayor or whoever he is, he ain't the mayor. He's something else in Puerto Rico. Just resign. Damn. That's just resign. That's all I want to leave it at.
Okay. Any last words from you, Keith?
Fuck this regime.
Oh, yeah.
With Dope 45. That's all I say.
Did you call this nigga Dope 45?
Dope.
D-O-L-T.
Dope
okay.
45.
I said what?
All right, man. Well, that's gonna do it for us this week. We'll holler at y'all next week.
Peace
out.